What's going on YouTube? This is Aaron here with Day 5 Aquatics, just bringing you a long overdue update of the 75-gallon office tank. Has my yellow-bellied slider, my fire mouth cichlids in it. I haven't shown you this tank in a while. I'm not sure why. Just haven't gotten around to it. It's at my office. Shooting videos isn't always the easiest thing to do in my office because I don't really like to shoot them when other people are around. So yeah, so that's probably the biggest reason why I haven't shown you in a while. Some different things about this tank. If you notice, the water level is all the way up on this tank. I had gone ahead and taken out the little basking ramp and had put in a basking box that I built. And let me go ahead and show you that real quick. Okay, so this is the basking box that I built. It's basically just I think it's like 13 inches by 13 inches box that I just kind of threw together out of pieces of material that I had. I've stained it and put a waterproof coat on it on the inside of it. The outside of it's painted black just to match the rest of the tank. That's just an acrylic ramp made the same exact way that I made the other one for the painted turtle tank, but this one's screwed in instead of siliconed in. It's screwed into the base of that. The turtle's been a little bit skittish about coming up here. Just because it's kind of a skittish turtle in the first place, so it hasn't really been comfortable coming up. So what I've been doing is leaving little pieces of food on top of the ramp at night when I leave, and the basking light's on for another couple hours after I leave. And for a while they were still up there the next morning, but lately they've been disappearing overnight. So what I've been doing is moving them back further into the basking area, and as of right now the pieces that I dropped in there are all the way in the back corner. And I'm noticing a few water stains, a few water marks on the base of the basking area, which tells me he's been in there a little bit. So he is getting some basking time. But this box has been working pretty good. I've got it silicone to the actual back of the tank so that it's a little more steady. And then I've also got the bottom of it, the 2x4s, I've got them screwed into the stand as well. This light box in front of you is something that I built. I'll go ahead and show that to you. I went ahead and built this because the 4-bulb T5 HO setup that I had finally burnt out on me after about 4 years. It was the Odyssey brand, so it wasn't really anything too super high quality. But so I was forced to build something, so I went ahead and built this. All it is basically some pendant lights that I put inside a box that I built. Just kind of did it overnight. The light went out on me. I had to figure something out, so I went ahead and built this. The lights are all 6500K bulbs, LED bulbs, so there's not a lot of heat. So it's actually working pretty well. I think, yeah, with all 6 of these lamps in here and the bulbs in there, the wattage is less than half of what the T5 HO setup was, and the light output is relatively close. It's not quite as high, but it's close enough, and the duckweed seems to be doing okay. So as far as the tank itself goes, not a lot has changed. The stocking is still exactly the same as it has been. The only difference is I did end up taking out the hornwort, just because the duckweed has been growing so well. You can see it's kind of moving its way all the way up to the front, or all the way up to the ramp, I should say, and it's been doing so well and filling out the whole top of it, which is what duckweed does. It just keeps spreading and growing. But it was choking out the light for the hornwort, so it wasn't getting any light, and it was starting to rot, which has caused some water quality issues in this tank, mainly because it's caused a lot more debris in the water. So yeah, because the hornwort was dying off, so I just went ahead and took out as much of it as I could. There's still a few pieces floating around, but for the most part, all the hornwort is gone out of this tank, and it's just the duckweed and then the pieces of Anubias that I already had in there. Everything is doing really well. The fish are getting along just fine. The firemouths are pretty territorial. They're always sparring a little bit with each other. The turtle's doing great. I'm pretty sure it's a female still. It's been growing pretty well. Probably needs to shed soon. It hasn't really been showing signs of it, but she probably is due for a shed. But yeah, the fish are doing good. They're getting along just fine. The giant danios are pretty big size. The hoplo cats are doing well, and all of the plecos are doing great. So yeah, tank's looking good. Tank's doing good. Everything's really liking this tank. Really happy with this tank. Everyone, all the kids that I work with, all the kids here at the church, love to come in and take a look at the tank on Sunday morning. I always have kids, their faces pressed up against the glass, staring at the turtle or the plecos or the firemouth cichlids, because they're always sparring. And they always put on a good show. So, but yeah, tank's doing well. If there's anything you guys want a specific video about, maybe more in depth about the light box, or more in depth about the basking area, anything like that, just let me know. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great week.